Hey guys, welcome to the 4th instalment of Terminal, the destination of all things difficult, weird and wonderful. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Emilio. We have heaps in store for today's show. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming up.
We take a look at a profile of a homeless teenager couch surfing around Perth.
We'll go on a journey to Gnomesville, where over 7,000 gnomes are scattered across a small town in the southwest.
Then we'll emerge into Perth's growing drag culture and see what it's like to be one of these fabulous performers.
We will also be continuing our $2 short series with a wonderful drama featuring some nursery rhyme characters like we've never seen them before.
Well, it looks like we'll be seeing some great stuff today. But first up, we have a compelling story about young homelessness here in Perth.
I guess the first thing I think of when I wake up would be where I'm going to stay the next night. My dad found all that crack and shit in my dad's room and all the drugs and stuff like that, so I left and didn't want to talk to him again. Mum, I don't get on with my stepdad and she's a bit far away. I just sort of got sick of being at home and being told what to do.
I just tried to buy weed.
The reason I never got a job or never found my own place was probably the weed, I'd say. Smoking weed sort of made me lazy and I wasn't really motivated at all. I didn't see a problem with my life. I was happy how I was.
Psychedelics, fuck yeah, or the meth, either or. I like me downers, but you know what? Every drug.
Every out now.
Opiates. Yeah, mate. Fuck.
Yeah, it is hard to steer away just because, you know, while you're homeless, all your friends are mixed up in that sort of crowd, so you just sort of, I don't know, you see them every day, they're the people you sort of rely on to get you through. Being homeless has definitely affected me mentally. I guess, you know, of course it would. You know, having nowhere to live, it puts a lot of stress on you and stuff. Bipolar, schizophrenia, depression.
Derelict.
If I can't use a phone that I have, I'll call them on 1-800-REVERT, 1-800-MUM-DAD until that runs out, and then I don't know. Can't really do much after that.
I regret not finishing year 12. I regret leaving Shenton. I regret half the friends I've made. I don't hope for anything. I don't dream of anything. I just, whatever winds up happening is going to happen.
Well, that was an interesting insight into the lives of homeless teens, which can often be a difficult thing to talk about.
Yes, it's definitely a topic that needs to be addressed in today's culture. But still to come on Terminal, we've got an excellent live performance from local muso Matt Cowell. But hey Emilio, did you know that there's a secret colony of tiny people hiding in the southwest?
No, I did not. What's that about?
Well, in this next segment, we will discover the many curiosities of Gnomesville.
There's now something like about 7,000 gnomes.
I love them. I think it's fantastic to have something that's free, that's not run and managed and risk managed to an inch of its life. That all you hear here are people laughing and giggling and going, come and have a look at this one, come and have a look at this one. To be involved in something that just makes people smile is wonderful. My name's Wendy Purden. I'm the manager for the Wellington Forest Cottages and Conference Centre. Gnomesville's really easy to find. It's about 2 hours from Perth and a half an hour out from Bunbury in the middle of the Ferguson Valley. I came out to Gnomesville about 10 years ago with my 2 little nieces, and it was just amazing. I'd heard vaguely about it and we actually found it by accident and was just amazed. And they were little kids and they just fell in love with the place, and I think I've loved it ever since.
Gnomesville to me is a delightful turning back in time, recapturing your childhood joys of innocence and exploration and wonderful memories of being able to run around and be free to look at everything. Yeah.
I think it really reflects the quirky nature of the people who live in the Ferguson Valley. It's a really quite an interesting group of people that live here. A lot of retired people, a lot of artists, a lot of old farmers, and the melding of all of them together is a really quirky community, and I think Gnomesville just reflects that perfectly. And just, by the way it was started and the organic nature of it, again, is part of what it is. And now, of course, it's become a huge tourist draw card to the Ferguson Valley, and it's what the valley's known for. It's not everyone loves it, that we are known for gnomes, but we are, and it brings a lot of people to the area.
Beautiful. Oh, big. It's like huge. Yeah, it's like there's like gnomes everywhere, and I think it ends everywhere.
It's interesting that the public has all put this together. Just doesn't seem to be a coordinated effort. Just random, and everyone's driven past and come back as we're doing now, just to put some more gnomes on the ground.
It's just frivolous, it's silly, and it's great.
Well, that was something magical I didn't expect to see so close to Perth. We've still got a stack to get through today, including a segment where we turn the cameras around to quiz some of our crew on some weird and wacky hypotheticals.
Hey, Sarah, do you think I'd look good in a dress and a pair of heels?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
Well, it seems as if the performance art of drag has risen in the popularity over the last few years, and we have a great doco about our own local drag queen, Hanaconda.
When I started thinking of drag, I did not think of it as going to be a lifelong career. I did it once and it was just the most exciting thing that I had ever done, and I loved it. And that was 4 years ago, and I did that on a Wednesday night, and it's now another Wednesday night, and I'm now hosting and running the event. It's not even the fact that I'm dressed as a woman, it's just the fact that I'm on stage. It just is exciting, and I love it. I initially was doing musical theatre at school, and I absolutely adored it. But I was a small little gay kid, and I didn't feel that I fit. And I wanted to fit, and I wanted to find somewhere that felt comfortable. And then when drag came along, it's very, very spiritual for me. I found like 2 parts of my soul connected, like my man's part and my woman part. They came together, and I just felt like it was right. Hannah, to me, is just an extension of Chris. I was kind of with the gay thing, but then my parents were kind of a little bit funny at the start with drag. They were like, do you want to be a woman? All those questions. And, I had to explain to them it's a performance art. Like, it's me doing a show, I take it off, and then I'm a boy again. It's like any artist, it's like any actor. It's a costume. It took them a while to get their head wrapped around it, and they thought, again, it was my mum and dad wanted the best for me, and they weren't sure that it would be something that I could live off and, be comfortable living with. It's all good now. And then I recently, as in earlier this year, was told my grandparents about my drag career. I had kept drag away from them just because I wasn't sure how they react. I told them, and my grandma was like swearing at the computer because she's like, that's not you, fuck, it's not you, you're too pretty. And I was like, oh, thank you, Nan. And then I showed her one photo and she's like, look, just going to be honest with you, you look fat in that outfit. So I was like, that's all you've got to say, that's fine. So they were so happy and they loved it. And then now my Nan brings me her old clothes. So, I'll be rocking out Nan's wares soon. But yeah, so my family's pretty supportive. There are people that still to this day haven't told their parents about what they do or told their friends. If that works for them, that works for them, but I'd rather be very honest about it. When I met my partner, I was very upfront and honest about it because at the end of the day, that's who I am. And if someone can't love you for that, then what's the point of having them in your life?
Well, I think we'll have to head over to the court soon and check out that great show.
Oh, definitely, Sarah. But first we're going to go back in time to the 1930s to watch a film noir take on some of our favourite childhood nursery rhymes.
Boy Blue had been found beaten to death with his own horn. My only clue was a piece of black wool on his body. My client, Little Bo Peep, a classy dame with long gams and a gaze that hits you in all sixes. Boy Blue had been keeping an eye on her sheep until his death. Now they're in the wind. My investigation started off easy as Christmas pie. The black wool led me to the haunt of a known sheep smuggler. Mary Little Lamb Sawyer spilled the beans. I realized I've been played like the hey diddle diddle from the start.
Any news about my lost sheep, Detective?
Sorry, Dollface. Your sheep, along with Boy Blue's killer, are on the lam. But then you know that.
I'm sure I don't know nothing about nothing.
My investigation led me to Mary Little Lamb Sawyer. I reckon you heard of her.
You must think I'm a real dumb Dora. Everyone's heard of Little Lamb Sawyer. She's wanted in every county. Did she kill Boy Blue and run off with my sheep?
Yes. And 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, and one for that little boy who lived down the lane. But you made sure it only went 2 ways. Sawyer didn't silence Boy Blue. You did.
I did what I could, as any good shepherd should. If I hadn't silenced Little Boy Blue, he would have blown his horn all the way to the coppers and exposed our Pied Piper cartel. If only Sawyer had managed to sell those tails, we'd be sweet as apple pie. Is there any way you could help a girl out?
Sorry, doll. You've been left holding the bag. She found them indeed, but it made her heart bleed. It happened one day, as Bo Peep did stray into a meadow hard by. Such a good boy am I.
Great short from writer Joshua Haynes, but now it's time for my favourite segment, Crew and A, where we put some of our crew on the spot and ask them some sticky questions.
Now, Max, I have a tricky question for you about the Kardashian sisters. You can kill one, kiss one, and marry one.
I would have to definitely kill Kim. I guess I'll have to marry Chloe and I'll kiss Kendall.
Good call with Kim. If I had a gun with 2 bullets, I'd shoot Kim twice. Sean, if every time you sneezed, would you prefer to A, change gender, or B, not be able to tell the difference between a muffin or a baby?
I don't know. I'd probably have to go with change gender every time you sneeze.
Oh, that's tricky, you see, because I don't know if I'd be able to part ways with, Over here we have Jackie, our floor manager. Jackie, say hi.
Hello.
So shy. Now dig deep for this question, okay? I really want you to put some thought and some effort to it. If you were a superhero, what would your power and super name be?
I think my superpower would be to be telepathic, and my name, I don't know, telepathic Jackie?
She's a thinker. Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks.
It's always great to hear from the people that make us look good.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hey, it's been a great show today on Terminal.
To close, Matt Cowell and his band will be performing his great song, The Mountain. And check out the harmonica player grooving along.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
When I die, when you bury me by the mountain. When I die, when you bury me in a hole. The hole be long till my whole body's bruising. The change out season, watch worm light on me. I wanna set you free. Dust on the windscreen, fresh footprints in the sand. Monkey suit up on 2 feet, won't have time to call him a man. In there patrol the horizon, blackbird flies in the sky. Cast a shadow over a sundial, stained with whiskey and dry. I wanna set you free. To a turn and a tandem, 2 people jump in the fire. One man said to the other, you know, sure a real ugly mother. To a turn and a tandem, 2 people jump in the fire. One man said to the other, you know, holy man could be a liar. Now I wanna set you, I wanna set, who? I wanna set you free. Harder to hold back, cheap hot water in the well has upper run dry. The smoke's so harder to hold back, cheap hot water in the well has upper run dry. April corner pocket, cigars more wafted in the air. Velvet blue on the ground, hello, is anyone there? I said, April corner pocket, cigars more wafted in the air. Velvet blue on the ground, hello, is anyone there? I said, I wanna set you, I wanna set you, I wanna set you free. When I die, when you bury me by the mountain. When I die, when you bury me in a hole. It won't be long till my whole body's frozen. The change out season will swarm light on me. Huh. I wanna say you, I wanna say you, I wanna say you. I wanna set you free.